Now, as we get into optimizing our pages, one thing that's going to be critical is a good understanding of the code behind the scenes that tells the page how to arrange itself in the browser. You see, the search engines are going to be downloading the code, and that's what they use to see, so to speak, what's on the page. Your users will be seeing the finished version, all of the images and colors and content arranged in a pleasing format. The search engines, however, are going to be looking at the code. And so when you're in the code, that's how you determine the content that's on the page. Anyone who's doing any amount of search engine optimization should have a good overview as well as a good understanding of how the code creates structures on the page. So we're going to look at main elements in the code that will affect parts of the page. We've covered the page title and where it is located in the code, and also the importance of the page title. Next, we have the home page, and there we have the statement, "Welcome to Explore California." That is our headline. As you can see, that is in an H1 container, and so that's the headline for the page. I recommend that only one H1 is used per page. It's the headline. Just like on a newspaper, there's only one main headline, one purpose statement, and the rest of the headers are subheaders that support the main headline. So make sure that your headline for each page is specific to the content and utilizes keywords. After the page title is our navigation. We can see the link to each page, and then we can also see the name of each page being used in the navigation: tours, mission, contact, resources, and explorers. Those are the words being used in the navigation, and if we need to, we can go back and change those as necessary to utilize keywords. We can also see that the link on the page is Find a Tour. We can see the page that it links to, and it is within a paragraph tag, which sets off that content from everything else. Then we have a paragraph of content. And here we can evaluate the text and see if there's a way that we can work in a keyword or a key phrase that keeps consistent to the content and doesn't look like we're trying to overuse the phrase. As you add keywords into the text, a good rule is to go back and read aloud the paragraph or the sentence that you just optimized. If it sounds like you're using the keyword too much, that's a good indicator that you are. Have someone else read it and read it out loud. They'll be able to know if you're trying too hard to fit in a specific key phrase. Use it as naturally as possible and use all the options and different ways of utilizing those keywords that you learned in your keyword research. We can also see how images are being used in the code. There's an image source that links to the image's location on the server, the height and width of the image, and then also the name of the image. The next paragraph talks about a Spotlight package, and there's a text link to go to the tour details. Later on in the page, there is a video, and so we can see some of the details about that movie. The nice thing is in the code, in the green text, video goes here. That's a great indicator that we have our video following. But we can see the name of the movie, and that tells us which file is being requested to play on the page. Further down in the content, we have another paragraph. We also now have our monthly specials. That's a call out on the side of the page that has specific vacation packages, and we can see the image as well as the page link and the words that are being used in those monthly specials. Then our footer. It's very easy to find because there's a div ID that says footer. We can see our links in the footer and the additional information that's there. The better you understand these page structures and where you can utilize keywords in those structures enables you to do a better job of optimizing your website for both readers and for search engines. The search engine bots or spiders, they need that HTML markup because that's what they download, and that's what the search engine evaluates to find the keyword relevance for specific items. The web browser uses the HTML markup as instructions to build the page. And so the HTML markup is no more than a set of instructions that tells the browser how to build the page, and gives the search engine specific words used in specific contexts, whether it's a link, an image, or content. And so both the browser and the search engine utilize these instructions, and implementing keywords throughout those instructions enable you to present a clear message to both the searcher and the search engine.